Whoa, this is your man, Nico B. Black Effect. You know how we do things, man. You know what it is. Shout out to all the prophets, the modern day prophets that's over here on YouTube. Shout out to the brothers, the lions, the dogs. And a special shout out to the people in the Most High. People who are sealed in Christ, man. We need to get together, man. We need to get on this and combat this agenda. Now that brings me to this topic. Recently, man, you've been seeing rappers call out other rappers to a degree where you might be like, what is going on? See, but all of this matters. Everything's relevant. Don't turn off your brain. Don't go to sleep. Stop playing these away games with the Spirit of God, and let the Spirit of God, Jesus Christ, that being, I'm being specific. It's only one God. It's only one that is the God of this earth. That is the Christian God. Just because that's the name for it, so what? You people need to stop getting caught up in all of these religious factions. Fuck it. It's not about religion. I don't care if it could be called Christianity. It could be Buddhism. It don't matter. If whatever the one that this being that came down to earth, that broke history in half, whatever that was called, I will be, the truth, you should be down with it. So that's another thing. Get out of all of this debating and all of that. Because at the end of the day, these times are revealing to you, what God is doing. But yeah, with these rappers, man, you seeing a lot of rappers wake up. The ones who are going at, like, who you might be considered to be, oh, this guy's loony. Those guys have woken up and the Spirit of God has activated within them. It's activated. These people are human too. Just because they rappers, not all rappers are phony, fake murderers. Not all rappers are phony, fake drug dealers killing their people. Not all rappers just don't care about what they put out to the masses. And not all rappers don't care about just getting the bag and gaining the world and losing their soul. See, the rappers who and the artists who are stepping up in this rap, because rap is a genre that's unique, more unique than any other genre of music, and you know that. And the thing is you got people, like I said, like Young Chop. You've been had people. Tupac was the one who started this type of thing. Tupac got the spirit. Tupac was always, talking about God, and he was intelligent and in tune with the spirit. And what he was doing was going at all of these other rappers. Didn't you get that? Going at P. Diddy, these phonies. These niggas who are snakes. People like, snakes are what got Biggie Smalls and Tupac killed. Puff Daddy, Snoop Dogg, all of these snakes, is the ones who wanted to just chase the bag and sell and be part of the agenda that you see now, and selling people, selling the black community death and destruction over and over, keeping the cycle going. They wanted to they had to survive. Satan had to allow them to survive. You seen Snoop Dogg's video. Snoop Dogg, man, told you he sold his soul to the devil. He told you that. He showed you that. He said, my nigga never have a want, never have a need. Nigga, he was smoking weed in that video. Murder was the case. And he said that he inhaled Satan himself. He showed Satan, was riding with him in the car. Nigga hit that weed and Satan came into the blunt. That's why you got Snoop acting the way he at. He been selling the destruction, death, and bullshit in the community. Same thing with Puff Daddy. Puff Daddy like the ringleader of all of this shit in hip hop. Puff Daddy got his hands in all of it. You understand? You look at those people who behind the scenes and at the top and stuff like that. Yeah. Brother Love. Yeah. But when you see these rappers like Young Chop just going ballistic, I did a video about him that he need to stop. You know what I'm saying? But I might need to correct this video. Chop, you know what? God's will be done. You do whatever you want to do, bro. Do whatever you need. Whatever you feel you need to do, bro. Your mortality is in your own hands. But I do see what you're doing, and the truth is the truth. Calling out some of these niggas and a lot of these rappers and for the foolishness that they got going on and the stuff that they trying to hide. Nah, that's what needs to happen, bro. Because to be real with you, rappers are a joke. Now, they ain't doing nothing to in this situation. You know what I'm saying? They are supposed to be the social commentators, but they ain't nothing but compromised. You know, at first, you know, we looked up to them to be the alpha males before they were compromised, because we would get being oppressed down here with crack and all that other stuff. And you had some real rapper. You always just had a handful of real rappers, you know, and real people. And then you get the other group of just the you know, those who are compromised in the situation and just trying to work with Satan himself and working with the agenda. And you have all of these rappers you see now who talking about stay in the house, quarantine, and they doing all of this stuff, going live and doing all of this stuff from the house. Those are your enemy. Those people are your enemy. People like Young Chop, who people considering crazy for going at these people now and waking up. You need to listen to him. Just listen, like, because the people now who you need to be listening to are the ones who are the majority are gonna be considered to be crazy. Listen to me, John the Baptist brought in Jesus Christ, was introducing the masses to Jesus Christ, the living God coming down here in flesh. John the Baptist was running around in damn bearskin, you know, sleeping in the wilderness. Nigga didn't have no house. He didn't get all he was speaking was talking about the coming of God. Now, play devil's advocate with me. Say this is 100% true, and you yourself got a message from God that he was coming, that he was finna put himself into a human vessel. You was just doing something about your day, and he just struck you, bang, and then so you blinked, and then you blinked again, and you was in another realm full of light, and God told you what he was finna do while you was washing clothes, some shit. Now, would you go out and give that and be speaking on that stuff 100%, no matter if people told you were crazy or not? See, some of you would think you were. Some of you are so weak that you would think you were crazy, and you would listen to other outside humans and, you know, and worry about so much what they think that you wouldn't be able to even deliver the message. You would just shut down. You are weak. People like Young Chop, people like, you know what I'm saying, people like that Book of Saints, this thick, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, niggas who really went to war, Joan of Arc, all of these saints, the prophets, Peter, Moses. Look at these niggas track record. Look at y'all track record. Y'all motherfuckers are weak. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sugarcoat messages for people no more. Because a lot of people today, they don't even care. They don't even know what love is. You know, they're not willing to do nothing. They just want to stay pacified with the entertainment. Niggas just dancing around and doing this. But God said it's time for that shit to be over. And rappers, man, like I said, rappers themselves, it's over for them. You know, rappers can't be taken serious, man. Y'all cars being pulled. Y'all not even for the people, son. For the most part, rappers aren't even for the people. And that's sad, bro. You know, y'all niggas got it. It's over for rap. It's basically over. You know, you can just end that shit. We need to be putting, you know, strong spiritual messages in this time. Don't you see the times we living in now? Are you still asleep? Like I said, the people you need to be listening to is the ones that you calling kooks and crazy. You know, now you looking at these niggas like, oh shit, the prophets of God telling you, you know what I'm saying, that how God operate. You know, the strength of the things you could get from God. Now y'all looking at that like it's some logic to that. Yeah. Stop discrediting all of this, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, these rappers, man, Young Chop, do your thing, fam. I know the last video was Young Chop, you need to stop. But see, now I'm using the discernment to see what's really going on. You know, I'm using the discernment to see, the people that he's calling out, the things he's doing, a lot of this stuff is true, you know. Now, all that other shit about niggas being, we know it's hoods everywhere. Chicago, God definitely didn't stop making war zones when he made Chicago. You better believe that. We know that. That's just out the window. But that's not what Young Chop is standing on. What he's standing on is the fact that he's a real nigga. Like the fact that real men have to stand together. Not, and no matter where you from, all real men need to get together. And these phonies who selling people wolf tickets been killing their own people by the propaganda they've been speaking in this music, the spirit that they know that's behind this music, the alchemy they've been cooking up with this music, the sorcery, the things, because there's a spirit behind everything. Those people are your enemy, and you need to look at that like as such. I like the raps too, man. I was a big hip hop head, man. You know, forget everything that you've learned. Understand what I was telling you. It's your man Nico B, Black Effect. I'm gone.